Yo, who that? All right, I'm gonna buzz you on right now, bro.
What up, boy?
Big Queens. Oh, legend. Fredro.
Everybody was popping, man.
Shot, man. You, sometimes me. Give him a drip check.
We out Brooklyn, man. Drip check.
Yeah, give him a drip check. Let him know what you got on.
I'm a 95 Air Max Saber guy, you know what I'm saying? I'm from Mecca. I don't like these young niggas out here, man. I'm actually on my way to the airport, man. You know what I'm saying?
Where you at?
I'm going to Bahamas, take a few days off. Little Nike pants for the flight, you know what I'm saying? Little hoodie. I got this in Mongolia. We just came back from Mongolia. Little Onyx shit. The Russian letters. You know, from man Conboy, Lower East Side, you know what they do over there, you know? On that. This is basic New York travel, you know what I'm saying? That's it. And a credit card.
That's right. That's all you need. Oh boy, I kept it light. Like it'll be yours. Gas jeans, you know what I mean? Make them respect you. See? Paper plane. Kept it light today. What's up though, man? What's good? What you got going on?
Everything, man. We working, man. Life. We breathing air today. Another day, that's all. That's it. Another day at the office. Creating projects, starting film festivals, directing films, and 100-man label, touring, just beats, back to my barbershop shit. I'm back on my barber shit. The best barber in the world, you know what I mean? Sure.
Yeah, I heard you making beats, man. What's up, man? I need something, man. I need all of these Fredros be
cook, man. It's cook. That's what I do. You know, I respect real hip hop, that boom bap type shit.
Right.
Niggas like Primo, Alchemist, that type of shit. You know what I mean? Yeah. So.
Yeah, let's take them back to the beginning, man. Like, how did the Onyx crew start?
We was just first of all, Onyx crew started like 80, 86, 87. Just started, you know, navigate through hip hop, looking at niggas like Slick Rick and them niggas, Bob Cameron, all these niggas, you know what I'm saying? Like, yo, you want to be like these niggas, EPMD, yo, we want to be like these niggas. So that's when we started the whole Onyx shit. They just went through so many different transitions. Like, it was Onyx by Onyx. He was rhyming different. Sticky got in the group. We made Jam Master J. So it was just so many different levels of the shit. But the finished product was Back the Fuck Up. That was the first album.
Right.
93. But we started in 86, you know. It's definitely a movie. When they say, oh, my life was a movie, just growing up, trying to get in the rap game, 4 niggas from Queens, rest in peace to Big DS. One of the family members of Onyx, man, Big DS started that shit. And then Son C came from Brooklyn. He joined the group and shit, you know what I'm saying? First, Son C was a DJ. He came with the DJ shit. Then he started rapping. And then Sticky came from Brooklyn. And then we met Jam Master J. But it was an ill process. Oh, shit. It's definitely a movie. I wrote the script. We looking for funding right now. We need like $5 million. It's crazy script, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah.
Yeah. So who came up with the Onyx logo? That's a legendary.
That will be a debate.
That's a legend.
But I always say I did. I don't know. Say it had to be one of us. Right? Collectively, I think we all came together with the logo I did. Like I said, when we first started the logo, that shit was just like a mad face with 2 dots. It was very simple. It wasn't like the way it looks now. You know what I'm saying? It was just simple. Then you got an artist to come and he made it look like something, and then he created the red X. The red X is for the people who died in the street. That's blood.
Right.
But not like blood, Crip blood. This is blood for the brothers who died on the streets. That's why it's called the red X.
That logo and the Wu-Tang logo, if you didn't have one of those shirts in the hood coming up, like you wasn't that nigga. You know what I'm saying? You had to have an Onyx shirt. You had to have a Wu-Tang shirt. I mean, in hip-hop, young hip-hop has, like, you had to have those shirts, man. That's a legendary logo. Facts. What was the process like getting signed to Def Jam?
The process was getting with Jam Master J.
Right.
We were signed to JMJ, and we was never signed to Def Jam.
Oh,
We not always signed to JMJ.
right.
He had the deal at Def Jam. We came under him.
Right.
But we was wearing the Def Jam jackets though. We was we was marketing the company. We was supporting the company.
Right.
We was a big part of the company, getting $80 million to get out of the $40 million debt they was in that I'm hearing about. You know what I'm saying? So we was a big part of Onyx. First album Back the Fuck Up was on Sony Records.
Right.
The second album was on Universal. So there was a shift of bank account wires was being made while we was doing the album. We rocking Def Jam jackets. We don't know what we doing. We just marketing a company,
Right.
running around, So I think, getting part of Def Jam this should be a reward. Right. And that's what we're looking for.
Because there was a lot of big dogs over there, like during the time you was over there. You had Red, you had Meth, you had DMX, you had all the
RNG, you had
yeah. All the legendary, like everybody wanted to be signed with Def Jam at one point.
Mm-hmm.
Facts. Like the Survival of the Illest tour. What was that like? Being on that tour.
Bunch of wild young rappers on tour. That's him. DMX, yo, Onyx crew, Wu-Tang crew, EP&D crew. We was on tour. Everybody had these tour buses running through the states and shit, just tearing shit up. Shit was crazy, man. It was just every night. It was just good hip hop music. Red and Meth, they was doing their thing. It was crazy, man. It was definitely crazy.
What was like 3 of your favorite, Fredro Starr favorite, what biggest features?
Features?
Yeah, what was your favorite biggest features ever?
That we did with people?
Yeah.
DMX.
Shut them down.
Big Pun.
Big Pun.
Wu-Tang.
But
there was a feature with Biggie nobody know about. We got a record called
With Big?
Yeah, you flipped that shit. It was Onyx, Biggie, and All You by Nature. And this is before Biggie came out. And Jim was like, yo, this kid named B.I.G. and Biggie Smalls wanted to do a record with y'all. We was already platinum already. We like, who the fuck is this nigga? Like, we don't know him. Jay was like, yo, just go to the studio, trust me. And I'm saying, we meet you up at the studio. Puff is there with the Helly Hansen jacket on, with the curly hair, with the chain on and shit, with the shape up. Like, who this nigga? Like, I love you to see this nigga even, man. Where this nigga come from? Why he get the bag so fast? You know what I'm saying? Like why he get the bag? Like, who's this nigga? Cause he even tell he had the money. And Biggie was just in there, humble kid from Brooklyn. Met him. He was cool, joked around and shit. And basically was staying to himself. He was very he wasn't like shouting and shit. Cool, quiet type nigga. We was doing all the shouting. Yeah, we went into the studio crazy. Church was in there, Modi by Nature was in there and shit with us. So that was an ill session. So that feature right there, even though it really never came out, probably is the illest feature that I could say.
Damn.
But then I would say that I could also say I produced Last Day, and Eminem rhymed on my beat. So I got an Eminem feature on my beat.
The Last Days for Big.
It was an 8 Mile soundtrack.
You
know what I'm saying? So I produced the beat. Eminem used it in his movie. He rapped on it. So I would consider that's a good feature too.
As a fact.
Or my production.
You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. So what was the reason why that record didn't come out? Was it a reason, Clements?
It was for the Music Man soundtrack. I don't know why it didn't come out. But it didn't. But I got the record. I own that record.
With Biggie vocals still on this shit.
I own it. Yeah, so that was your man.
Oh, you ain't leak that shit, Dro. Leak that shit, son. Show these shit. Leak that shit, son.
That's just one of them joints, if you know, you know. You know what I'm saying? We ain't, real Onyx niggas know, real, hip hop niggas know that brought that record, you know what I'm saying? It's called You Flip That Shit. You on iTunes, yeah, that shit. Spotify, whatever.
Yeah, so what made you transition from rap? You still do rap into acting?
I didn't transition rap to acting because actually it wasn't really a transition because I did the movie Strap before. So before Back the Fuck Up came out, I was doing Strap. Yeah. So basically, I was doing movies before rap shit.
What was that like working with Bokeem Woodbine, one of the greatest actors ever, like in his prime.
That wasn't his prime. That was his first movie.
Yeah, but that was early.
That was his first movie. And that was my
Strap was his first movie?
Yes. And my first movie.
Wow.
That was both our first movies.
So how'd that come about?
Forrest Whitaker. You know, Jackie Brown, the cast.
Ghost Dog.
Good. Yeah, Ghost Dog, man, you know, Forrest Whitaker was the guy, man. He was shooting a movie. He wanted some young talent. Same thing I'm doing with The Tunnel. You know, I shot The Tunnel. I was looking for a lot of young talent. I don't really use a lot of actors that been in movies already, or 50 niggas that this nigga been on 3 Tubi movies. He got 20, like, just wanted to use fresh faces. You know? So The Tunnel, you know, it's about The Tunnel, the club in town. But crazy New York backdrop, ill story. I think, to me, The Tunnel was just one of them feel-good New York pieces, you know what I'm saying? It's PG-13, no weed smoking, no cursing. I keep it as light. And it's just New York fun, man. Action movie.
Yeah, that was dope. Shout to Ricky Batts. Shout to Lord Ness. Shout to Voga. Shout to everybody that had a part in there. My boy Bamboo. Shout to him. Everybody did their thing. I stood behind the scenes and watched how everybody worked. The way you worked the scenes and all of that was beautiful. You know what I mean? Working with you was beautiful. I thank you for giving me a little cameo in this situation.
Yo, you could look for Gat. Yo, Gat is in the trailer. And I'm telling you, the trailer is only 90 seconds. But it's so we got a lot of footage to like not use because it was so much good footage, but we couldn't use it. But your part made the trailer.
Yeah, that's what he says. I was saying, hey, yo, let me talk to you for a minute. Shout to my man Dro. You know what I mean? He had that energy behind the camera, like, yo, Gat. Yo, and he's reenacting the scene as he's saying it. I'm like, all right, I got you, bro. 100%.
I'm saying, look, I'm directing this movie. You know, basically, it was funded by, you know, so we it's like, yo, when the cameras is going, we serious. It's like, let's get this shit done.
Yeah.
Let's get the best shots. I got the team is incredible. Aiken, he was shooting videos with me since like 2019. I got with Aiken, Latif. You know, during the pandemic, I met Latif. And we started writing this script, and you know, that's where it really, you know, it came from. The nucleus was it like the pandemic. We was on what's the name? When we were on the phone, what they call that? The app of everybody on the phone.
Oh, the hotline, the chat line. Zoom.
Nah, not the Zoom. It was Clubhouse.
Okay. Oh.
Yeah, so you remember
It was Clubhouse on the phone?
everybody? Yeah, Clubhouse was the app. Everybody would be on their phone.
Okay.
That was during the pandemic. That's when and everybody was talking. Yo, man, shut up, man. Everybody was talking. That was the app.
Right.
That's how I met Latif, and you know, ideas just start coming, and we shot it. We finally shot this movie, man. I mean, the script went through 1 million rewrites, 1 million edits. It's gonna take another 1 million edits to get this shit done, but we dropping this shit around Christmas time.
Let's go.
I'm the 45th caller to the tunnel?
Are you going to the tunnel?
Girl, I wish.
Check this. I told him to cut through the projects. Cause one of them little niggas just hit the lotto for 3 bands.
I need y'all to go out there and get that bag.
It's Sunday night, you know what time it is. Bing bong.
Hey, yo, I ain't even know I was your young nigga.
Well, you fucking with my wires.
Go with the dice murder, man.
I don't know nothing.
Oh, man, you know something, man. These your people.
There seems to be some little mice running around our city, taking up all our cheese.
But I missed the tunnel.
Tunnel, make some fucking noise!
We going to the tunnel. Legendary shit, man.
What do you know about the tunnel, Mom?
You know, I used to be in there when Onyx used to be there. I had ball heads. That's when ball heads was in.
Ball heads
And
is not
I
in
was
my
in the
home.
unisex bathroom dancing with Snoop Dogg.
Say it. Never sell our soul.
These fools over here running through the city with $10,000.
Hey, yo, come here. Let me talk to you for a minute.
Jay,
Come on, let's go.
Brunson, you killing me.
50,000 on the Knicks.
Now you think you're 60?
You trust me, right?
Yeah.
Now it's personal.
Come on, I got you. Trust me, I won't.
Yo, remember I dropped you in your head at grandma's house when we was young? I told you that shit was good luck, right?
Bunch of ball heads. I got Onyx in the clip. Rousey. Wait, it gets worse. Sticky fingers from your bitch. I was making a squirt.
Yo, bro, like, I'm just trying to get to the tunnel. We see 38 special.
That was his first movie he directed. You know, Russell Simmons was like, yo, my man Forrest Whitaker doing his movie. I think Onyx should go in and audition. So I went in there and just I don't know what I did. I just did what I did, and they was like, "Yo, we want to book you." Well, after that, that was it. Me, Bokeem. That was his first movie. My first movie.
Classic.
Yeah, Bokeem was he was doing his thing. We used to smoke mad weed after the set. Me and Bokeem. That was our little connection. He used to live in Harlem. I think I had a rodeo. I had a rodeo Jeep at the time. We used to get some weed, smoke, go uptown, chill for a minute. So he was a cool nigga. That was a good movie.
Strapped like bamboo, but I don't sleeve guns. That was my shit right there.
Yeah, mad guns. We was shooting mad guns. You know, it was one of those movies that was kind of like the truth. Like, you know, Forrest Whitaker, I don't know if he wrote it, but his story was basically this kid was getting guns from, you know, a white guy. A white guy was basically polluting the hood with guns and shit, and black kids was killing each other. So that was kind of like the basic, you know.
And for a lot of y'all niggas that don't know, that movie was shot in my hood on Lewis Avenue.
Brooklyn.
That's right, in the style, man. Strapped,
It
legendary.
was shot in Brooklyn and it was shot in Harlem too.
Yeah. Now I know my hood. I seen the Myrtle Ave train station. I seen Lewis Ave. I'm like, hold up, this the hood right here, man.
It was shot right by Myrtle Ave, and it was shot actually in UFO Feed, this rapper from Harlem, my man. It was shot in his projects in Harlem. So we shot it in Harlem and Brooklyn.
One of the craziest scenes of that movie, like, you know, back in the day when you younger, you think these movies is really real. When the little girl got shot in the store, take your fish hands and make my sandwich bigger.
That was a crazy scene, you know.
Yeah,
that was a heavy scene. Nigga had nightmares after that shit for a minute. Word, that shit, because this, like you said, it was kind of like real,
right?
Even though it was a movie, it was still real. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, that shit was ill. Yeah.
Hell yeah. How you get casted into the Moesha show?
Just being out there. Once I did the Strap joint, I caught the Sunset Park joint, and that was to me, Strap was my first movie, but to me, I always say Sunset Park was like the first movie that was like, you know, that was like a big movie.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Strap was cool. You know, we had trailers.
Yeah.
But Sunset Park, you had bigger trailers, and it was just more of a bigger production. It was like a real movie that came out in the theaters. Strap was only on HBO.
Right.
It never went to like the big theaters. So when Sunset Park came out, I think Brandy saw that movie and she was like, yo, I want, you know, Shorty Doo Wop to audition. So that was me. The God in the Flesh.
Chew.
Yeah.
That's fire. That's fire, man.
And just the audition was cool for that. And I went to LA, shot that. That was crazy because I'm in LA and they got this East Coast, West Coast shit going on.
Right.
You know what I mean? I'm in LA with the, you know, the New York plates, New York hat, and you know, and I was one of the only niggas from New York at that time out there.
Right.
And it was good. There was no East Coast, West Coast beef. It was all bullshit.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like
the media pumped it up.
Yeah, like we was out there in the clubs chilling, regular. You know what I mean?
It looked like y'all had a lot of fun on the set of the movie Ride. Pause. How was that movie?
That was ill. We shot that in Jacksonville, Florida. And then after we was shooting, they had the Jacksonville Jaguars was staying in the same hotel as us, so we'd be at the bar chilling with the Jaguars that, you know, after work. It was cool. And then I played a skateboarder on that. And I was just telling my man the other day, I see these kids skateboarding. I'm like, yo, that skateboard life is real, because, you know, I actually had to skateboard every day, every minute that I shot Ride, I had that skateboard in my hand. To the last day when they was like, all right, it's a wrap, I threw that shit away like this. But for the whole time I was skateboard boy, like I was really on my bullshit. Trying to learn tricks and just, you know, being a skateboard kid.
Right.
Keep my hands being dirty, you know. It's a lifestyle, you know. So that was a fun movie to read.
Like back then, you and Tupac was my favorite actors. Dead ass. I'm not saying that because you're here, you my nigga, but you and Pac was my favorite actor. So, did you ever have an encounter with Pac where y'all could have did a movie together?
Yo, if I would have did a movie, I think one of the reasons why, you know, you say that me and Pac was your, you know, favorite actors is because at the time it was just only me and Pac.
Yeah.
At that time, really, you think about it, like there wasn't no really other rappers that really came in. It was just me and Tupac.
Right.
Early 90s stage and shit, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
I was bagging shit, he was bagging shit. We never really thought about being in a movie together. That would have been ill though.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
that would have been crazy.
That would have been crazy, yeah. We met at the Sunset Park premiere. He came through the whole Death Row, because he had a song on the soundtrack. So we met occasionally. We met at the Tunnel again. He was at the Tunnel. I seen Pac at the Tunnel. So, I met Pac a couple of times and, but we never talked about movies and shit. But I will say this, when he came to the Sunset Park premiere and I was in a movie, I'm looking at this nigga watching the movie. He was into that shit. This kid is like me. Dude from the hood, he's doing his acting shit. I'm doing my acting shit. He gave it up. You know what I mean? So he's good. He's talented. That shit would have been crazy.
Hell yeah. We here with the legendary Fredro Starr at the location. Y'all at the location now. So pull up, subscribe, hit the likes, share. Y'all know what the fuck to do. I'm in the building with an iconic, legendary, whatever you want to call him. He that guy, Fredro Starr. Anything else you want to get to people?
Yeah, man. Like I said, the tunnel is coming out towards Christmas time. That's a series about the Tunnel nightclub, loosely based off a little situation that happened. So shout out to everybody involved with the Tunnel. Johnny Volga album is coming out, man. Confident Chaos album produced by the God. I produced the whole album. He went crazy on this. That's coming right soon. So look out for that. Bats is in the building. Bats always
BX, Ricky Dax, my nigga.
Just shot the video for his first single for the Tunnel soundtrack. Oh yeah, the Tunnel soundtrack is crazy. Make sure you tap in with us. We looking for music, looking for talent. Yeah. So
we here. Big Queens, Big Brooklyn, BQE, nigga.
You heard?
Fredro. The location. Pull up.